a typical weekend at my grandmother's house. Most of my cousins, aunts, and family friends were present. We usually do these get togethers once a month to keep our bond fresh. I was chatting with two of my cousins, one being 17 and the other 15. I was 14 at the time. We discussed typical shit like video games, school, and overall how we've been keeping ourselves busy throughout the days. As the night grew closer and the crowd of people grew thinner, it was time to leave. So one of my second cousins insisted we stay over at his place since his mother was going out that night. I saw this as an opportunity to spend the night with the boys, so my other two cousins agreed and got permission from their parents. So did I. Hype as shit, we drove back to his place and hung out for the night. His mother went out, as he said, and left the house occupied by four teenagers eager to start the gamer hours. With the shitload of snacks and pot, we'd spend hours playing Black Ops 2 and Halo, losing track of time in the process. We continued on this fiasco of a night without even knowing that there was a true threat lurking around the house. You see, my cousin lived in a newly built suburban area that, may I add, is still under construction. It was pretty easy to get into the neighborhood without being sussed out. The house also had a built-in automated system that detected movement entering and exiting the house. It was around 2 a.m. in the morning. I was surprised to notice that his mom wasn't home by now, but I didn't think much about it and got ready for bed. Me and my two cousins shared an inflatable mattress that was parked in the middle of the living room, while my other cousin slept in his room down the hall. The living room was connected with the kitchen, as well as two long dark hallways, one leading to the bedrooms and the front door, and the other leading to the garage. As I got comfy and closed my eyes and fell blissfully asleep, I heard the house's automated system call out, "Front door open." I was positioned on the mattress where I was facing the dark, long hallway that led to the front door, so I squinted deeply down the hallway to see if someone was home, but I was met with a dark, long void of nothing. As I stared around the dark living room and saw that both my cousins were asleep, I laid my head back and tried to ignore what occurred. Maybe the system was bugged, or maybe I was dreaming or hallucinating, but I didn't smoke that night and never have. As I was contemplating my sanity, I heard the system speak again, this time detecting movement in the garage. I began to feel a bit worried that someone was in the house and we were not alone. The detector went off again, stating that someone had entered the garage. My movement around the mattress caused one of my cousins to wake up. With a dozy tone, he asked, "What's up?" I responded saying, "Yo, I think there's someone in the house." He questions and sprouts, "What?" I respond again, saying that I said there is someone in the house. Exactly as those words come out of my mouth, the front door sensor goes off. I can hear the faint noise of the knob trying to open. My cousin hears it too and jerks up and peeks down the dark hallway. He begins to freak out and realize the situation that we are in. And as responsible teenagers, we decide to sleep it out and hope for the best. That probably was not the best idea. An hour later, I woke up, but I was experiencing sleep paralysis, probably due to all the stress and fear built up inside of me. My eyes wide open and exposed to the dark hallway leading to the garage. The worst outcome I could have asked for. The longer I stared, the more it consumed my mind. There, I saw a dark figure in a black hoodie standing at the end of the hallway, staring and watching us sleep. I began to breathe heavy, unable to alert my cousins about the real danger that we were in. I closed my eyes and opened them, only to see more dark figures appear. Then in an instant, the automated alarm system goes off and rings across the house. My cousins jolted up, startled by the alarm. We hear loud footsteps marching off. My cousins get up to the alarm system main router and try to shut it off. There, he sees outside the window, multiple figures jumping over the fence and running off into the night. I will never forget this night, and ever since then, I never stayed over at his house ever again. One of my cousins claimed that he heard whispering in one of the bedrooms, but thought that he was dreaming, so he didn't think much about it. But I know what I saw, and I wish to never experience it again. So me and my friend were just walking to school, and when we got about halfway there, rain started pouring down at speeds that I haven't seen in ages. And keep in mind that we live right at the bottom of a hill. So anyway, this car pulls up next to us, and the person inside just kept asking us to get in the car, saying that he'll give us a lift if we didn't want to walk in the rain. After multiple attempts at trying to convince us, and us always refusing, he eventually gave up. So we just went to school and just went on with our day. When we got home that day and told our parents about the situation, it turned out that that is the same guy from another school near us who was trying to get girls to get into the car with him as well. To be honest, I really don't want to go to school tomorrow in case he comes back. The police were informed about everything at least, but I have a really strong feeling that they aren't going to do anything about it. The police say that we did the right thing, but I'm just thinking that if something happens to someone else, that it is kind of our fault. Look, I'm not a child. I'm 24 years old, but everyone has something that they're scared of. And my fear is just a bit more cliche than most. I'm scared of what's under my bed. Yeah, laugh it up. I slept on the top bunk of a bunk bed for my entire childhood, so I guess I just never got it out of my system. 18 years on a bed probably just desensitized all of you to the fear. I never had that luxury. Last night I was so on edge that I just couldn't sleep. I ended up standing on my bed and jumping as far as I could, then bolting to the kitchen without looking back. I grabbed a knife and whipped around, obviously to find nothing. But I swear to God I heard footsteps. That was it. I'm going to do something about this. I figured I'd get a camera to go under my bed. Looking online, it took no time to find what I was looking for. It worked as a motion sensor. If it sensed any movement, it would snap a picture and send it to your phone. Lying in bed with it set up on the first night was actually nice. If my phone didn't buzz, I had this assurance that nothing was there. I flipped my lamp off and turned over. Then, I heard something. I checked my phone and there was no notification, but I swear to God I heard steps. I turned onto my back and kicked my leg back onto my bed. Was I on edge? Nothing was there. My phone buzzed. With shaking hands, I opened my phone to see a notification from the camera. Nothing. Nothing at all. What the fuck? Was it fucking with me? Rolling over again, I decided to just go to sleep. My phone buzzed again. This time frustrated, I opened my phone to find nothing again. What the hell is going on? As I was about to close my eyes again, it hit me. The photo looked a little different. It wasn't picking up motion. Something was moving it.